Do not just dream about luxury, own it. Hello family, welcome to the property listing. Location of this project is Kilimani, Nairobi. We are in a 3-bedroom apartment. The size is 217 square meter, on the market for 32.5 to 35 million Kenyan shillings. Also, we have a smaller version of a 3-bedroom which is 204 square meter. The prices start from 30 million to 33.5 million. This unit comes with a separate staff quarters, and also it comes with 2 kitchens, that is the wet and dry kitchen. Join me as we find more of this property. The video starts outside here. This is the lobby. We can still call it the entry foyer. In front of you, 2 elevators that will bring you up to this area. As I said before, because I've watched this video so far, like nobody can access, no at any given time with the door open on this floor, not unless it is you who is inside, someone close to you, or you have authorized that. In case you have these delivery guys who are delivering goods, they'll be authorized from the main gate. That is a call from you inside. The call will come from the main gate. They will be allowed in. From inside, there is an intercom which allows you to operate it. Then they will open to this area. Your entry, the lobby, the 2 door, that door leads you out to the staff quarters, and then you will be able to see the stairs that brings you from downward. You are going up, and on the other side you have the smaller 3-bedroom, because you have 2 3-bedroom, so only 2 units per floor. So that door leads you out. Then on the lobby area, so you will close this, meaning your staff quarter or your staff member, you are not mixing with them. So with him or her, he uses a different door to enter in, and then he will use this door to enter in and into the house up to the kitchen. A large door that leads you into your main room. It's a smart lock system, but right now the battery is not working anymore. When we came, the battery was doing, so it uses the fingerprint. There is a bell you need to call, you need to lock. There is a card, combination of codes to open in. So someone who's inside, they're able to see you through that camera. This is how the locks closes. So you have the locks here and the large door that opens to your area where you have the shoe rack. At the entry door, you have this area, the shoe rack, or the entry foyer into the unit. So when you are here, you are able to leave your keys on the console. You remove your shoe, and then you leave them here at the main entrance. One thing you notice when you step inside the house, there is light, natural light coming from the balcony of the main bedroom. You have that balcony, and then that means there is natural light coming in. The entry foyer, well staged. So on this side you have a view of your entry foyer, the console, and then something first we have to look at is this the powder room. Into the powder room, it comes with the toilet inside, it comes with the urinal, and also you have the vanity at this area. Is the unit connected to water? Let's find out. But the look of things, yes, it is connected to water. So there is water when you open the taps. Tiling floor to ceiling, but the tiles, they look like stone-like or the marble of the sort. Welcome into the living room. You have a view of your living room, well staged. Everything has been well staged. On the side where you have the television, the balcony, then you have a view of your dining. As you move on this side, where you'll find the kitchen, which the kitchen is a semi-open plan kitchen. After that, on this side, on this wall, this is where you have the intercom that operates everything. You want to call a lift, you want to call an elevator, not a lift, you want to call the elevator, this is where it happens. But because there is no, it uses battery or it's not connected, so when I charge it, it's not coming on. From there, we'll move to the kitchen side. But before that, you have this section of the bar section, the tea section, the coffee section, the name you will like. You'll have these 3 stools. You have the island. On the island also you have the smaller tap, which mainly is for clean water. Into the kitchen, you see how they have staged everything. There is a storage below and above, and then the kitchen will come with the cooker, the kitchen will come with the wood extractor, the kitchen will come with the dryer, a double sink, and also there is an oven on this side. When you look on it, the tiling is black in color. If you don't like, you can change that. A large window which faces into the driveway in this community, because that is the driveway when you're coming in, and also it is where, no, this is not where the balcony is, so you have this window facing the driveway, so there is light into the kitchen. Nicely done. They have staged it very well. On this corner also, this is where you will have your refrigerator. You can see the spacing of it. There is enough space. And then from the kitchen, you have the view of your living room. Everything has been staged well. The unit, as we said, comes with the 2 kitchen, where we have this kitchen on this side. Inside you have a sink, you have a cooker, and also there is extractor. Storage up below and up, and on this side you have also storage. From there, now we'll move into the living room, but just a view of the dining, like you'll have a view of the dining plus the living room. Into the living room, the TV panel will come with the unit, the ceiling lights will come with the unit, and any other standard thing will be communicated to you. I love the staging of everything, how they have staged it. They have staged it perfectly. Into the dining area, this is a dining of 6 people. You can still make it 8, but I don't know, 8 will be too many people. You will have a lot of friends. You can still make it 8. There is no problem. Just enjoy the view of the staging of this unit. As we keep saying, or I keep saying, the unit doesn't come with the furniture inside. It is just for staging purposes. When you're purchasing it, you purchase it, then you can copy paste what they have done here into your unit. On this side, we have the balcony side, where this sliding door leads you to the balcony. We move out to the balcony side. Onto the balcony side, there is a lot of noise because circle section side. The staging where we'll have the chairs, then a view of the community. That is how the units will look like. The other side you are seeing, this is where we have the 4 bedroom, we have the 5 bedroom, we have this void at the center, mainly where the amenities will be, and you can see there is work which is going on. Nicely done. We'll move back into the units. There's a lot of noise, so we close the doors. We'll move on this side. Now we access the laundry area. Onto the laundry area. This is the laundry area, your cloth line, where you will have your washing machine, everything, the basin there. Then also a view of the drive-in, a view of other units. Those are where we have the 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom. The drive-in, you can see this. You can see machines around. They are working. They are working to complete the unit very fast. And also on this side, you can still have a view. So for you are having a view. Maybe your kids are playing down there. You are able to monitor that. But for the kids where they are playing when you are in your house, that is not a good parenting. You need to be with them, or someone who's taking care of them, maybe a nanny, should be closer to them, because kids, they are always what we are. So we remember when we were kids also, we used to do things that if someone was not taking care of us, we may end up not being here. Just a view of your living room, the staging of it. As we said, unit doesn't come with the furniture. This is the staging. You will end up doing this for yourself. We'll move on this side. Now we'll access the rooms. You can see the spacing of it. I love the spacing, the staging. Also, when you look at where we came from, everything is open. It's open, looks nice, well staged. The first bedroom of the house, at the entry door, there is space. When the door opens, doesn't get interfered, so we have space before you enter into the bedroom. There is space, and also at the door you have a view of the bedroom, which we'll talk about it. On here, a cubicle shower on the far end, a towel ring, water closet, and the vanity at the door. Tiling, floor to ceiling, nicely done. On the other side where we have the bed, one thing is there is space in terms of you can make movement around. Nicely done. Large window here, there is light into the property. And here on the other side, you have a view, or there is this the wardrobe, and we have space there where you will put dirty cloth. You can see everything, the headboard, the bed size. This is 5x6, nicely done. We'll move back to the hallway. We have a hallway. Then we'll be into the second bedroom of the house. At the entry door, the staging of it showing that this is a kid's room, but you have this space at the entry door, enough space where you can move around before even you access the bathroom. There is space. Into the bathroom, the same thing. On the far end is a cubicle shower, water closet at the center. Then here you have the vanity, everything, tiling, floor to ceiling. On the bed space area, where your kid, as they have stated, you can see everything how they have done. You can see enough space, light coming from that window, and also we have light from artificial light from the ceiling. Everything has been staged well. So from this side, now we'll move to the remaining bedroom. But before that, also you still have this area here where you have the wardrobe and the space where the plant is, or the space you can have the bucket for dirty clothes. Let's now check the remaining bedroom, which is the main bedroom of the unit. At the entry door into the main bedroom of the house, you can see the spacing of it. There is enough space. One thing also when you notice when you enter in, you have this wardrobe with a display mirror. You are able to see through. There is lights inside. That is at the entry. You are able to see that. On the bed space area, at this area or at this where I'm standing, one thing you notice is enough space. You can move around. We have that window. There is light inside the property, and that window opens. Like when you look downside, that is where we have the amenities. If you saw when I was in the balcony side, the living room balcony, that is where they are doing work. The staging of this bedroom, it has been well staged. At the center, a bed, king size, and you can see they still have enough space. On the other side also, you have two chairs. As they have staged it, you can have the chairs, the TV wall on that side, and then here you still have extension of your wardrobe that runs up to the makeup station. That is where we have the makeup. You can see also the floor, that is warm floor. It's wooden floor. The remaining part is this, where we have the bathroom. The bathroom comes two double, that is his and us. On the far end, that is where you have the bathtub, a whole hand toilet, and despite that, they still give you a cubicle shower. So what you are seeing inside the bathroom, this is standard. When I say standard, means that it will come with the unit. As we saw, the unit is already connected. There is flow of water. So completion, as we said, it is December. So completion is December. They are trying to push things to finish this project. So what are the additional amount you need to pay once you purchase this unit? You still have a 4% stamp duty, which you will pay. There is a legal fee that is 1 to 3%. You have the search and valuation, which is 5,000 to 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Can foreigners own properties in Kenya? The answer is yes. And what are the requirements? A foreigner to own a property in Kenya, number one, they should have a valid passport. Number two, the foreigner should be represented by licensed advocates. In Kenya, we call them lawyers, but I know other countries, they are called advocates. You should have a valid advocate. Number three, you should have proof of funds. And also, you should have the Kenya Revenue Authority PIN, that is KRA, meaning you will be paying tax. Another thing is we have the Artisasa account, which mainly comes during the part where you need to have a licensed advocate, because the advocate, they will take you through those steps. That's why it's one of the rules that you need to have. Hope you have enjoyed the property tour. I'm waiting for you to make that decision. A 20% deposit is all what is needed, and then the completion of this project, it is this year, December 2026. We are not far away from some of the best amenities, which is the Yaya Center Mall, which is very close here. I know many of you know it because it was constructed in 1992, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me there. not far away from Ngong Road and not far away from the main city, that is the Nairobi city. 15 minutes to this place. From Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, it will take you less than 25 minutes. My number has been always shared on my video description and also the 10 seconds when the video starts. Make that call, we arrange for a site visit, you come view this home, and then you will call this home by 2027. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next property review. Bye bye.
Smooth as a silky pillowcase, slither in my innocent oasis. You bring the pain, I'll deliver patience. I see the lion and try to tame him. I know the werewolf behind the sheep, familiar the scent of deceit behind your pretty teeth. Say you need space to breathe, but what does that really mean? I don't believe